Everyone, and welcome back to Murphy Code. And we're just going to get right into combat. So everyone, let's get to rolling those initiatives. Remember to click on your tokens. So everyone is over there, so I'm going to just move this there. And there's the 5 orcs. And yes, remember to click on your tokens. Let's get some music roll.
Oh, no.
I thought I did. The toolbar got me a little messed up. I'll change that. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah. Oh. There we go.
Okay,
So high.
music, and I need to turn the music up. Audio and visual.
Kira.
Okay. In theory, the music should now be playing.
It is playing. It's very calm.
Alright, so, well, for some reason I can't hear it, so I'll have to figure out what's up with that. So, you know what, let's go with, let's try this one. Is this one better?
Hang on. I gotta turn it up.
Oh, it's loud.
Sorry.
Apparently you control the volume too. Double the volume.
Maximum volume. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, well.
Is that better?
Ears bleed.
That is better, yes.
Alright, I forgot to sort out the music. It's all like one giant list of music, so I haven't sorted it by my very official Moodlet TM. So I don't have like a dramatic folder. The dramatic.
More suspense. Yeah.
Anyway, so everyone's in except for the orcs because I forgot to roll them. So I should do that.
Yeah, Spate.
I mean, they do need to be able to attack, so.
I disagree.
Now. Kane, it is your turn.
It is not my turn.
No, it is not.
Oh.
What?
Brad, it is your turn.
Okay. Is this a broken down wall that I can get through?
Yes.
Okay, so...
Like, this bit here is broken down, but, like, this bit over here is not.
Okay, he's just gonna try and get into position behind cover first and foremost.
Okay.
And,
You do so?
And I'm going to take the dodge action just in case.
Okay. Also, don't forget to reset your HPs, everyone.
We can reset them?
Oh, no, wait, that's right. You guys took damage during the thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. And, no, we are not rolling initiative for the fox. Because the fox has decided not to participate in the fight. They're just here to watch. Like the asshole they are.
Scared of cat. First campaign flashbacks.
Alright, so that's your turn?
Yeah, that is my turn.
Owen, 'tis your turn.
Alrighty. So...
Just I agree, that's the right move.
So yeah. Owen is not wasting any time. He is charging right on at it. Into the fray, grinning like a madman, and he screams to the heavens, "May the God Emperor see me!" And his bonus action will be to rage.
Witness me!
basically.
3 orcs look over and go, "Oi, what? Ah!" And then they just scream, and you get the impression they're going to charge right for you.
Yep.
Is that your turn?
Actually, no. My action will be to dash so I can get in closer.
Okay.
No, that's a terrible idea, but okay.
That's a wonderful idea, says Forks. All right.
Alright, that's my turn.
Louisia.
Sorry, one sec. I'm still learning how to do sorcerer again. It's been a little while. Let's see.
It's fine. That's why we're doing this combat encounter, so you guys can get unrusted.
Cause I still don't think I'm doing the sorcery points correctly, but let's see.
Don't worry, I have a lot of features that I have to deal with.
Think of sorcery points like coins that you can spend.
Right, but then I keep forgetting which spells require how many points.
I wish I could help you, but I don't know. But I can't see.
Let me get your sheet up for a moment. I don't believe your spells take sorcery points unless you use a skill.
You have to use a certain feature for sorcery.
Yeah, see,
Oh, okay.
you have 4 spell slots of the level 1 and 2 spell slots of the level 2. And then if you look down at your abilities, you have Metamagic Twin Spell and Metamagic Seeking Spell. And these cost sorcery points.
Right. And then
I mean, Psyker points.
Good job.
right. Psyker, gotcha. It's just also getting those points back. That's what I'm also the fact that I can expend. Oh no, wait, can I do that? Maybe not. Okay, never mind. I'm overthinking it. Yeah.
So you can get sorcery points back on, I believe it's a short rest, or you can spend a spell slot to gain a sorcery point. For example, you can spend a level 1 spell slot as an action and regain 1 sorcery point. Long rest. So, for example, if you wanted to regain a sorcery point, you could subtract 1 from your 4 spell slots and turn it into 3, and you would regain 1 sorcery point.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Yeah, is like getting back to sorcery point besides relying on a long rest, which is what I know I can do. Is just remembering what's the cost for what. That's all.
Well, now you know. And if you like, I can put it down in some text in your abilities area so you know how it works.
Yeah, see, that's where it confuses me sometimes too. Is the fact that I can use sorcery points
like outside the want. You don't really need to do those features right now. I'm just saying that.
You start with full sorcery points.
Right. 4? I thought it was 3.
You start with full, not 4.
Full. As in
Full.
Full. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to. Okay, where is everybody? Owen, of course, is charging ahead. Of course, he is.
Yeah. I am currently getting into position behind a wall.
Okay, I'm going to. Can I go right there? Yeah, I can. Okay. I'm going to scooch like over here. I know, wait, one back. There we go. Why not? I guess I'll just have some fun with some spells and see how I do. My rolls are probably gonna be absolutely horrible. I'm gonna use Mind Slither as the first spell and see what happens.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to go at this one here.
So that is an intelligence save. They're very good at those.
I know, huh? That's why I chose that first.
Yeah.
So they take 4 psychic damage. So basically, you show them some basic math. 1 + 1 = 2. And they grip their head and go, "Ah, what is this demon?"
Yep, and then and they have to also subtract 1d4 from any other saving throw.
Okay. And is that your turn?
So that's all I can really do at the moment. Yeah, because I still need to remember what my meta magic does. So I will read and then get my next turn ready.
Okay. Basically, meta magic is think of it like apples. Sorcery points are apples, and you need to eat an apple to use a meta magic.
Right. I'm just remembering. I just need to reread the 2 that I chose.
Yep. All right. It is now
Just
the
double checking.
It is now the orc's turn. They are going to immediately charge forward, and the one that you hit, which I will color code because I forgot to do that. The one you hit, the red one, is currently going, "What is the 2? Why do I know what means 4?" And they are all going to attack Owen. So they're going to just get a Great Axe. That's 1.
Oh my goodness.
And then a Great Axe 2.
Oh, thank God.
And then a Great Axe 3.
Ah, jeez.
So yeah, 2 of those hit.
Alright, so that's the first one. And that's the second one.
Jeez.
Alright. So which means I take
15
2
points of
slashing.
damage.
2 slashing, and then what's half of 11?
6. Round it up.
Alright, 6.
Okay. So,
you.
I've not got these tokens the right size. Let me just... Yep. Yep. And now I've got the proper size. There we go. This guy's going to move out here. And this guy is going to move to this shrine. And then he's going to place a hand on it and go, "Oi! Sloomish! Give me your juicy bits."
Oh God.
The shrine begins to glow.
Oh no.
Lily!
Oh boy. Well, I had a plan and now I have a slightly different plan.
Yeah.
Do the plan. Do the thing, Lily.
Alright, that's 20.
Do the thing, Julie.
That's 10. Great, I can move that far. Okay.
They're doing the thing.
You're doing the thing.
She's doing the thing. Run. Okay, so that's as far as I can go this turn. And then if I could ruler out how far away the student dude over here is. 50 feet? 50 feet? 50 feet's lovely.
Yes, it is a very lovely number.
It's not
All right.
60. It's not
This
30,
might be a mistake.
I believe.
Is this a good mistake? It's a mistake, but you know what? We're rolling with it.
A lot of things are a mistake, including I'm nothing.
Fire.
Oh! It,
Alright. Time to use the brand new measuring ruler thing that I... So it's
I
a...
don't like this.
Oh boy.
Alright. It's air quotes fireball, not actual fireball.
No, yeah, it's air quotes fireball.
Okay. Oh, Lord. Oh.
It's still a bomb, essentially.
It's a less scary bomb.
So let's see.
Ball of herbs on fire.
It's not magic, but it is most certainly a bomb.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's see. A 12, huh? A 12 is indeed a number. And the 12 misses.
Aww.
I'm sorry.
It was a mistake.
Remember to subtract the spell slot, and there's always next time. You still have a couple of cans of deodorant.
Show with a
Let's
spud gun.
see. Da, 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 da. What is
But
that?
yeah. Remember to also take away the lasgun ammunition.
Ah, yes.
And is that your turn?
Almost. Let's
You
see.
have plans?
I have no plans, but I have
Okay,
things that I have to read because I'm kind of new at this.
You're fine. This is the first real combat since we swapped systems, so there's going to be an adjustment. I'm expecting the first combat to be a little slow while you guys get used to your new abilities.
Oh,
Yeah.
buddy, all combats with me are gonna be slow.
I've seen slower.
Yeah, you have bonus actions.
Bonus action, you bring out your herbs and utter a prayer and regain 1 expended slow slot.
Give me a slot back. Give me my slot back. If I'm not freaking hitting it, give me my slot back.
That's fair. That is fair.
Alright, you regain your spell slot back.
That's my turn.
So yeah, you watch the herbs hit the ground with a little ashes thud, and then they magically begin to reform back into a herb pile, and then you just hold out your hand and go, Emperor Summon! And the herbs fly back into your hand.
Freaking weird.
Freaking weird.
Kane, it is now your turn.
All right. How much movement would it be for me to go right about here? Brad opened this area for me, right?
There's a bit of a cliff there, but it's about... I'd say you'd have to probably spend 10 feet to get up there.
That's fair. So I have spent 10 feet to this point, correct?
Yeah. And I'll say that's a fair amount to say you don't have to go around.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I am going to... I have to dash then. So I'm going to dash.
Okay.
I'm going to go right here. Here. Here to make the full 50 feet in total, which I had 60 when I dash.
Okay.
And I'm going to press the hand against the wall and see how sturdy it is.
It falls down.
Oh. Well, hero makes a dramatic entrance, I guess. Kate just laughs.
Let me just mark that this wall is now down.
Okay.
Okay.
That wall's fallen down.
Nice. That will have to be my turn.
Okay. It is now Brad's turn.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this.
Believe you, Brad.
He is going to just move over to this area to get a better shot. And he's going to fire his las gun over at the shrine orc over here.
Sure.
Okay, las gun.
Alright, a 20 will hit.
Okay, that does 11 radiant damage.
Alright. You straight up blow off the arm that was touching the statue. And the orc looks to his mutilated shoulder, and then he just looks to his other hand, and then places that hand on the statue instead.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And as a bonus action, I am going to use a maneuver.
He's still very much bleeding out heavily from where his arm was, by the way.
Jeez.
Well, actually, no, the las gun would cauterize the wound, wouldn't it? Yeah.
You guys are so dumb. But anyways, I am going to have Owen make a reaction against this red guy. It's like, Owen, what the hell are you doing? Hit them, damn it.
Alright. You may attack. Attack. That'll hit. And the superiority dice?
Okay, I need to use a
Should be a
1d8. Great.
Alright. So, Owen, you bring your hammer up and you're like, okay. And you bring it down and you straight up crush the orc into meaty giblets, splashing the other orcs and yourself in its blood, in green blood.
Yeah. And yeah, that is Brad's turn.
Cool. Owen, it is now your turn again.
So yeah, covered in green goo, Owen just stares down Blue here, and he says, "If this is the best the Green Horde can offer, then I feel sorry for the lot of you."
Ah.
And he is going to reckless attack this boy.
Okay.
18.
That'll hit. And you said blue, right?
Beg your pardon?
You said blue, right?
Yeah, the blue guy.
Alright, you squish him like a bug too.
Oh, moves himself up here. And that'll be his turn.
Okay. Louisia.
Ninja. You there?
Ninja of the Binja, it is your turn.
She did say she was on standby for her friend, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Alright, could someone just leave a message telling Ninja to speak up when she...
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm here. But I didn't realize I was muted. My bad.
Alright.
Okay. I am deciding if I want to be reckless or not, but I really want to use this spell. I love this spell.
Do the spell, James.
Yeah, why not? Let's see. I'm going to wait. How far? Far is the nearest one? Okay. I'm going to go just wait. Second guessing. Alright, I'll do the other thing because I'm not sure I want to do the other one. So I'm just going to move forward a little bit. I'm going to again use Mind Silver. Sorry.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my Psyker points to use the twin spell.
Okay,
So I'm going
okay.
to spend one sorcery point to use the Mind Slither on 2 of the orcs.
Yep. Which ones?
The ones that are surrounding Owen at the... Oh, wait. Do I want the ones?
Yes, you can select which targets.
I know. I'm trying to see the distance because I think I want to also try to go after the one that has his other. He's within distance. Okay. So I'm gonna do the green one and the one that's by the statue.
Alright, I will roll those things. Green first. Alright. So they both fail. Would you roll damage?
Oh, no, not that one. Not that one. Go away. There we go.
Alright. Remember to subtract your points and all that. So this one takes 2. And this one also takes 2. You blast off his other arm. Like, you concentrate, and then you just bring your hands together, like clasping them together, and then you pull them apart, and his arm just rips itself out of its socket.
Jeez.
Actually, I have something a little more crueler.
Sure. Go for it.
What's though? Because my slither makes them basically like confused. It's basically sucking energy, so I basically just give a thought, and I want to say he literally just bites his arm off.
Sure. He literally just. The only issue with that is he doesn't have another arm.
No, I mean bites. Like
Okay.
he just bites it off.
Okay. But yeah. Now he has no arms. So he's sort of standing there with no arms, and he's just looking where his arm is bleeding and where the other arm is cauterized, and he just looks at the statue, and then he headbutts it.
I knew it.
That's all right.
Yep.
Is that your turn?
That'll be my turn for now, yeah.
Okay. So, the orc. Hold on, let me just see if I can figure out. I'm just trying to figure out how you change to the DM layer. Layers. Ah, here we go. Oh, and the stupid voice thing is in the way. That's annoying. Okay. Let's try this. Yep, okay, that worked. So, now that that's been done, I just had to hide something from you guys. Don't worry.
Oh no.
So, you all watch as the energy finishes infusing the orc, and then his body bursts open, and a black, dark substance explodes out all over the tiles, and he's dead.
Oh.
I have a bad feeling about this.
And I will draw that substance, but that's his turn, so it went out like this.
Okay.
Oh.
Now it's the last two orcs, and they're going to look at Owen, and they're not very smart, so they're just going to continue to attack Owen.
They do have advantage.
They
So, yeah,
do have advantage, so.
both of those will hit.
Oh, both? Okay.
Yeah, 14 AC.
He used a reckless attack, so.
Yeah, and remember you take half damage from non-magical.
Yep. What's half 7?
4.
4, thank you. Me bad at math. Wait, no,
Bad math. Barbarians. Me bad math.
Yeah, you gotta love the HP tanks. And as that all happens, you see the dark substance slowly form together and take on a form, and I need you all to make a wisdom saving throw, because you are witnessing a nightmare from beyond the realms.
I have advantage.
No.
Yep, you're looking at a horror.
Lily, no.
Am I looking at a horror?
Are you looking at the pudding?
I'm gonna say yes. I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, after hearing the explosion. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
I'm pretty sure the wall bit.
So, Lily, Owen, and Kane, you all take 3 psychic damage and are frightened. You cannot move closer.
Oh boy, that's fun for me.
However, it's not the frighten that makes you need to dash. It's the other one where you just can't move any closer. I might be thinking of a different stat thing, but yeah, basically you can't move closer, but you can move around. And with that, Lily.
Dude.
Oh dear.
Is that more important, or is that more important? Okay, yeah, that's probably more important. So Lily's absolutely terrified out of her bloody mind. Which is, natural. Oh my gosh, that's bonus? Oh,
Yeah,
that changes a
yeah.
lot of things. Okay, I didn't realize that one was a bonus action. Cool, I'm great with that. I can do 2 things this round. I'm happy.
Just be
Oh,
aware,
boy.
just be aware magic is a little different.
Is it?
Yeah.
You can only cast 1 leveled spell. You can cast you can cast a cantrip, but the cantrip has to be after your leveled spell. D&D is a little weird about it, but basically, if you want to cast a cantrip and a leveled spell, you gotta do the leveled spell first.
Is it still a bonus action?
Yes.
Oh. That doesn't change anything except the order of which I'm doing things.
The order is very important.
Wow, Lala, you're actually kind. My roommate didn't let us do that.
That is how it's written as rules,
60
though.
feet. 60 feet.
It was like we could have cast
Definitely
2
60
spells.
feet. Heal a friend.
Alright.
I have a feeling we're gonna need him.
So, you
yeeting
eat the
some herbs
herb.
at
Would you
Owen.
like to roll for it?
I am gonna roll for it, yes. And then I'm also gonna hit something else after it, so give me just 1 sec on it.
So yeah, Owen, you get a face full of herbs. They're actually quite tasty. A little bit of peppermint.
Wait, before you do anything else.
So 3.
So yeah,
7.
3.
So yeah, that's a 10.
Yeah.
Oh, and I gotta subtract that. Let me do that before I forget.
Yeah, because Lily got actual training.
Oh my god.
I love
Then
that's the feature name, actually trained.
I feel offended.
30 feet. Hi, Mr. Green Guy. Turns out I don't have to move to freaking take out a spray can and a lighter.
Fucking Lily whipping out the bic.
Alright, so it's a dex save. And they fail, so you do 5 radiant damage.
And that will be my turn.
Cool. Kane.
Well,
Yeah. I have 2 options. I think. I'm going to do the funny option. Seeing the entity in question, I can look at it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to do this, but now I got to. We're going to throw grenades at it.
okay.
Okay. You do indeed have grenades.
So
Yeah.
we're throwing 1 grenade.
Alright. Roll the damage. So, you all watch and you hear Kane go, "Grenade!" And you all take cover as there's an explosion near where the black pudding is. And you all hear a blood-curdling screech that goes from your feet all the way to your head.
Ugh.
Kane, is that your turn?
No, I'm going to throw another grenade at it. I had quick toss.
Another one.
And another one.
Another one.
Alright. That does hits and does damage.
Okay. I am out of grenades.
You do another 7 fire damage, and once more the screeching echoes in your ears. You will take 2 psychic damage.
Everyone takes 2 psychic damage, god damn it.
Including the orcs.
Oh,
So -2 to that orc, and -2 to that orc.
Alright, then I'm gonna run.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So then with that, it is time for Brett's turn.
ah, jeez, what have you done? Okay. Let's see here. I still have my last gun. I'm just gonna go over to this guy right here and shoot at him point blank.
Go for it.
With
Oh, whiz save? No, it wasn't a whiz save. It was just general damage.
I'm talking about for the fear.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. Alright, that's it.
Yeah, continue, Brad.
I am firing my shotgun at this guy point blank.
Go for it.
Oh man.
I'm afraid that's a miss.
How did I miss point blank?
Well, I'm afraid you were too scared by the monstrosity to really get a proper shot in.
But yeah,
Yeah.
phobias. God damn it. And
Owen.
I'm going to use my
Oh,
bonus
sorry.
action again to get Owen to attack again. It's like,
Okay.
what are you doing standing there? We got a job to do. So, yeah, Owen, you get to attack again.
Alright. Coming down on green guy here.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
I turned to reckless.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a reaction. So, that did not work.
Owen, 'tis your turn.
This one I am going reckless. So doubling down on this one. And just scream. Someone take care of that monstrosity! Two.
Yeah, 22 hits. Sorry, I was stretching. Is this to green or the unmarked one?
Green.
Alright, well, he's dead. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Louisia!
You can also still move, Owen.
I'm aware, but I
Alright.
can't move any closer.
Right.
She's gonna move a little more closer, and she's going. Despite the slight damage and like that, she's just glaring at the monstrosity, barely flinching when she hears the screams. Seems like she's quite used to something like this, and she's going to cast Mind Spike.
Go for it.
And that is a wisdom save.
And is this to the orc?
No, it's the blob.
Okay. So they rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god. It only takes half damage, though.
Yeah, alright.
Only
So,
half damage.
so they take 17, so 15, I think it is. Alright. So yeah, they take 15 damage.
And nothing else happens.
Alright. Is that your turn, Louisia?
Yeah, that's it for now.
Okay. It is now the orc's turn. This orc has a low intelligence stat, so he's just going to straight up attack Owen again.
He has advantage
Yep,
because
the
of
23
reckless.
hits.
So that does 5 to you because you have resistance.
Yeah.
And now, as for the blob, you all watch as it just grotesquely undulates and then shifts into the form of what appears to be a bird. And then 2 wings spread wide, and it takes into the air and attempts to flee. It has moved 60 feet, so I will move it up to here-ish. Just to show that it's moved 60 feet away. And that is its turn.
Ha.
You are all also now outside of its range of influence. Though if you guys do look at it, you do start to get afraid again.
Ha.
Basically, you're no longer frightened, everyone.
120, 120, 120. That's 105. Dare I do this? You know what? It didn't work before. We're doing it again.
Okay.
That thing is still within range. I'm risking getting scared again.
Okay. So,
I need to roll it. Where do I roll it? Where I roll it.
wow. That does not look right. Don't it? No? Wow. I guess it is right. So you fire off the bullets and it misses.
Man,
I'm sorry.
That's great. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Kane.
He kind of just spins his turn, slamming his fist to the ground and a little bit of self anger. That's his turn.
Okay. Brad.
okay. Seeing that this thing is taking off, I'm going to try and snipe it with my las gun, and I'm going to make a precision attack
Okay.
with this. So that, and then put in a d8. Oh yeah, that's a 22.
That hits. You impact it and you watch as it falls to the ground and then it falls off the cliff here.
Ugh.
If I can get a proper grip on it. Give me it. I'm selecting it. Thank you. There we go.
And then Brad is just going to go over here, and that'll be his turn.
Owen.
Alright. Owen is way too busy dealing with orcs. Just pure, utter joy in his eyes at slaughtering them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Reckless attack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. That's a hit. And, yeah, that's also a death. Combat is now over. Yay!
Are they dead?
Lisa's going to immediately rush over, past everybody to the cliffside to try to see about the creature.
You look down. You don't see any creature. There's shadows down there, but it could be hiding in any one of them.
Alright.
Okay, so
You do actually see a Fexen down there going to investigate.
well, orcs are dead. Whatever the hell that thing is, probably dead. We're not sticking around here to find out whether it's still alive or not. Let's blow this thing up.
Yeah, Owen is already there. He's rallying up his warhammer and he's trying to smash the statue.
You smash it, and as you smash it, I need you to make a willpower check.
Wisdom.
And yeah, I want you all actually, just to make a brief wisdom check. Yes, sorry, wrong game.
Straight wisdom?
Yep. Cause as you are all slowly moving to put down your weapons, and Owen approaches to smash it, you hear a voice call out and say, "Don't you think it's a bit unfair that you're forced to fight in a battle that you don't necessarily want to participate in? Don't you want the power to choose your own fate, to not be marched into almost certain death? Don't you want to get rid of that fox down there, to be your own boss?"
Oh
Now,
dear.
those of you who rolled under a 10 are somewhat intrigued, and those of you who rolled above a 10 are either somewhat intrigued if you wish it to be, or not intrigued at all. And Owen, because you're a valiant and mighty follower of the Empire, I'm going to give you advantage on that. However,
Yeah.
However, I would like to give everyone else a chance to react, if that's alright.
By all means.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Brad is still, but he says nothing.
Alright.
That's pretty much it.
Anyone else got something they want to do?
Kane looks rather angry at himself in particular. Still in thought, but he simply huffs. I've been through too much.
Okay. Anyone else?
Lily?
Lily is curious. Mostly because Lily's allegiances have not always been super swayed, and some recent events have somewhat shifted her blind trust in Fox a little. So she's kind of walking up with a little bit of intrigue.
Do you attempt to make Owen stop for a moment? As in, Owen is about to smash it. Do you attempt to make him stop for a moment?
Yes.
Alright, well played out.
Lily is going to kind of reach for Owen's arm. She's a little short and small, so I don't know how well that's going to work. If she can't succeed at grabbing onto his arm, she'll grab onto his robes instead. Just be like, "Wait, Maybe we should listen to it. I mean, it has ideas. I mean, haven't you ever stopped to think about, maybe not destroying planets like we did or like they did to us?
Does Louisa have anything she wants to say, or
Well, Louisa is like conflicted because she is intrigued at the offer as she kind of glances and sees Fox, but she also knows in a way what this could be. And in her experiences, she knows that she probably should not take this offer, but she is intrigued. So she just kind of tightens her hands as she just waits again patiently.
yeah? Owen does stop for a brief moment, and he looks to Lily, and the righteous fervor in his gaze seems to fade as he hears her words, and the look almost turns cold. Like he says, "Child, what you're saying would get you killed if you were with anyone else but the Inquisition."
I mean, haven't you listened to literally everything they say? And Lily kind of like grabs onto both of her arms with her hands. She's like, I know you guys don't think that I'm smart, but I hear things. You were gonna die anyway.
Oh, Owen rallies up the warhammer and he swings for the statue.
All right. Last time I lost this, just in case, because player agency. Does anyone wish to try and stop Owen?
Can I ask one thing? 'Cause I didn't get really a chance to brevity after that point exchange.
Sure.
Does Kane recognize any kind of statues, or does this trigger anything for him? No, it's okay. I just figured.
I'm not entirely sure. Does Kane have any relations to Slanesh?
No, I don't know actually, just because I mentioned this in the lore.
So yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who it would be. I'm asking.
Well, for now I'm going to assume no, but if you change your mind, we can always discuss it. Okay?
All right.
So yes, Owen smashes the statue, and it drips with the same black ooze that you saw fall down the cliff. The ooze that's up there, however, quickly fades away as the statue almost suspiciously crumbles to dust.
Owen rests his warhammer on his shoulder and he says, "You see that, child? Under any sort of pressure, their promises crumble into nothing." Oh, sure, it's honeyed words. They sound sweet. It's sweet temptation. But you have to always remember, we are the Imperium of Man. We have survived eons against against the threat of demons and Xenos that threaten to kill us at every possible way. Do not be swayed by such words.
At that, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Because they are not our allies. They would see us fall. They would see our kind fall.
At that, Lily is visibly distraught. She takes a step away from Owen, arms still around herself, kind of trembling a bit, and she just goes, "No, whoever we are have been around for eons. I haven't been around for eons. I've been around for maybe," she like brings out her hands and starts counting, 13 years. Maybe less, maybe more. I don't know. I stopped counting after a while. All I know is that that thing promised a world where I didn't have to do this anymore. And now you're making it so that we have to kill things. We're the demons. They're not the demons. You just destroyed our only chance to get away from it. She just runs off.
Oh no. Lily!
Yeah. Louisa kind of. Sorry.
All at once.
So does Brad. Wait,
What were you guys? What were you going to say, Ninja? And then we'll do next.
She kind of treads forward after Lily walks as she goes over next to Owen and actually slaps him across the face. She has a very disapproving frown on her face as she says, maybe next time consider someone else's feelings instead of your own for a change. And treads forward, walking after the others too, to go find Lily.
All right. Kane?
He was gonna walk, but then he saw everyone else kind of do it, so he's there for a minute.
You can still do it too. You can all go. It's up to you. I'm just saying that you can do whatever. Now, Brad, before you catch up to Lily, there's something I need to do with Lily. Because Lily, this path goes around and then it goes around here, and then you come out where Forks is, yeah? I'm going to send you something, and this is something you do not have to tell anyone, but I want you to be aware of it. Alright, so that's what you see. And shortly after you see that, Brad rounds the corner.
Why are you so fast? Ugh.
Got the legs. Very fast.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. Okay.
Lily is just visibly overwhelmed with everything. She's seen some things today. She's seen some things for the last way too long. She kind of just slumps down, like buries her head between her knees, and just sits there.
It's around that point that Ninja also arrives. Louisa.
And Brad has decided to sit right next to her. You want to talk about it?
I'm done with this. I'm done with it. They took my parents. And I know they're not gonna give them back. They keep saying they would have, but they're not going to. And they keep making us do it to other people now too. Just done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Lily.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
Louisa kind of listens quietly, and then she looks thoughtful as she actually also sits down, but in front of Lily. And then she softly, like, taps her hand to get Lily to look up.
Lily begrudgingly does so.
Louisa actually gives, it's kind of hard to see, but a very tiny little smile. And she opens up her arms in a silent offer. And she goes, when I was your age, I found that hugs somewhat helped.
With absolutely zero hesitation, Lily like jumps into the hug and just cries.
Louisa holds her very close and just lets her let it out as she actually just like a comforting auntie or grandmother just pets her head, encouraging, allowing her to just cry.
It takes her a very long while to get past sobs. And by the time she does, most of her words are just, "I wanna go home. I don't wanna be here. I don't wanna do this anymore. This is stupid. I don't know anything about this weird stuff that's happening. I just wanna go home."
Rita just kind of lets her let it out, just offering her silent comfort, but does manage to somewhat like gather her up in her arms and like stands up, just still holding her like the child she is, treating her as such because she knows she needs that comfort, and she just says, "There's a lot of things, unfortunately, that we don't want to do that they will make us do. I also am not fond of it, and I don't care much for the Inquisition as much as our other friend does. But know that you are
Agreed.
not alone, Lily."
We're so close. There was someone who finally said we didn't have to do all this, and you just smashed it.
I know. But as tempting as that offer was, I'm afraid Owen might have had a point.
You think they're
Offers like
lying?
those, more so, the offers like those will come with a price. And just briefly, you could kind of, if you were to look up or look at her neck, you kind of see some of the blue veins just peeking out of her cloak. And she goes, "I have seen what that price can do for power. I too was tempted, and this was also a similar temptation, and paid a price for it. As much as that offer was tempting, someone as young as you should not need to pay a price for what you want."
Lily sees the veins and for a second just kind of stares. She doesn't fully understand, but even she, especially with her medical knowledge, knows that that's not necessarily normal. And so she doesn't know necessarily how bad it is, but she knows it shouldn't exist. And at that, she kind of quietens down a bit and just softly nods her head.
She gives another small smile and then just continues to rub her head. She goes, "We'll find a way to help you find your happiness, Lily. But remember, you should never have to pay a price. If you ever need comfort, or even just another hug, you can come to us. We promise."
I just want to quickly add Papa Brad and Mama Ninja.
No. Oh no. Found family.
Oh no.
Dynamics already settled. Woo.
No one is the uncle that no one is the uncle that no one invites to Christmas dinner.
Snap. And Kane is that really, really aloof uncle that's cousin. Yeah, really aloof cousin that, always seems really cool, but also seems really edgy and also seems kind of like a dork.
Kane is the fun cousin who comes over and shows Lily things that she probably shouldn't see, like fireworks, aka grenades.
Louisa is literally the auntie or the grandmother with the chancla. Like, you're lucky. you're lucky. "Oh, I didn't take my shoe off and just smack you instead. I used my hand. You're lucky."
But yeah.
Brad
Go on.
Brad means well, but he's just so tired.
But yes. To continue the scene, Hawks walks over to you guys, and they step forward and say, "If you require comfort in pets, I am known to have very soft fur. You may pet."
At this, to potentially Fox's surprise, I'm not entirely sure, Lily just looks at him. It's like childish act of "you have broken my trust ever," just brings her hand closer to her own chest and holds it tightly and refuses to touch him.
Hawks tilts the head. "Very well. Offer has been made and rejected. I will resume my search."
Louisa narrows her eyes at Fox with a frown at this, noticing obviously because you're still in her arms, and her arms just slightly tighten a little bit protectively around you.
I'll see if I can talk some sense into our interrogator to have Lily be on leave for a while. A child like her doesn't need to be in a war like this.
So your intention is kind, dear. There's a part of me that does unfortunately doubt that our Inquisitor will allow it. As tempting as that statue's offer was, and there was a time, just like Lily, I was actually considering it. We are unfortunately still under their stern eye.
Right. And if we were to deviate from that, we would be branded as heretics. And murdered on the spot.
Just play your cards right, dear. I will say that much. Right now, we are under their keen eye. But who's to say whether they will look away? For now, we just have to try to survive. While death does appeal to me at times, and then she glances down to Lily in her arms, I find that there are still some things to live for at times.
I agree with you on that. Right. We should probably get this job done and get back to the ship as soon as possible.
All right. So I'm going to pause with your roleplay. Kira, Ninja, and Becca. You can continue to talk in the chat if you want. Kane and Owen, you have the spotlight.
Kane's just looking over the ruins currently to see if anything catches his eye.
Roll an investigation check.
I'm going to add a superiority die to that.
Okay. Remember to subtract the superiority dice.
That makes it 12.
Wow, nice roll. So, you look around and you sort of kick at the rubble a bit, only for your boot to hit against something that appears to be metal. You pick it up and it looks to be a black box with no little discernible opening. It's a square shape, roughly about the size of a book. But quite thicker. Like it's a perfectly cube. It's perfectly cube shaped. It's just around the size of a book.
I get what you're saying. Okay.
But yes, it appears to be made of something metal, but you don't recognize the substance.
Okay. I was sick for a long time. A lot of people consider me I didn't have much longer to live, but here I am.
You bested the odds. That's something to be proud of.
Kane would keep speaking as he opens the box. See what's inside of it.
Again, the box has no discernible lid or openings. It's just.
My bad. I get what you're saying.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. He would just kind of examine the cube in question then, before putting it away. But buildings like these I was very familiar with.
Something of an urban explorer, were you?
I wouldn't say that now. When I say my family turns to other means for aid, it wasn't because I'm a doctor, but due to their own beliefs that they believe it will be help.
As you're talking to Owen Kane, you hear a voice in the back of your head. A voice that Owen doesn't seem to hear. And it says to you, "The Emperor is dead."
Kane frowns shortly, but he keeps talking to Owen
Hmm?
right now.
As you're talking to Owen, the voice speaks up again. The power he had can be reclaimed. You need only have the right soul. Your Inquisitor is a murderer. This box is me. And inside, I await you. And that's all it says. And the voice is different from the one that spoke to everyone earlier, just to be clear. But yes, do you guys...
He's pausing. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go on.
I was going to say, Kane's pausing as he's speaking at times. Just a little confused for a minute. He looks a little distant. But he eventually speaks. When belief wasn't enough, they turned back to a doctor. But you've ever heard of the incident that involved a lot of... It was hard to explain it. Kane just keeps going a little more confused.
Something that's
Doesn't get it.
distracting you, isn't it?
Yeah. Can't shake this feeling. I'm mad at myself for being a coward. Just what it was back then. Building it reminds me of it so much. I always hate churches.
Think you must have hated any shrine world you would have had to visit.
I did only once, and never did came back. Let's
Where
keep
did you
going.
Where did you complete your training, by the way, Kane?
My training, I was just research. It's just I have a knack for breaking things as well. Mainly because of the armor course.
I imagine the armor must have been looked on fondly by the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Oh, they loved me for a while. Constantly saying the arm's living and that.
Ah, yes, the machine spirit, as they like to think of.
Very much so. Even
Oh,
though I never really understood it, but I did try my best to learn.
All aspects of the Emperor in their own way. They're fairly convinced that their Omnisci and the machine spirits are all part of the Emperor. So, as strange as they are, they seem to know what they're doing.
Right.
Well, he's not going to want to talk to me for quite a while, I bet.
Well, you always keep your distance from her, but maybe stay close. You mean she's a child after all, and I'm sure she's seen a lot of torment for her, as some of us has done themselves. I wasn't the same after when I saw mine, after all.
I suppose after a good decade or so of being surrounded by nothing but the ecclesiarchy and all manner of holy texts and scripts, it just seems. I must seem so alien to the lot of you who all seem fairly grounded in reality.
You're the alien one, and I'm the one with the giant arm. Ain't that how that works?
I live to serve the Emperor's teachings and the Imperium of Man. I'll gladly lay down my life, and you know that. Everyone else is concerned for their own survival, as you should be. But I'm a holy warrior.
If it wasn't at works, I'm not too sure I would agree with that fully. But that's what they took away our lives that we had. The dream we had.
Indeed. So let's fight to keep what we can alive. Humanity may struggle, but we are fighting and we are surviving.
Think about humanity, Owen. That it always adapts. Things change over time. Kind of mutate, grow. Evolution is a cycle itself, you know? But what if you become a monster from it? Would you still say you're yourself?
Yeah, he takes a moment to think of that and just. He seems to smile a little. I'll always be Owen. I can't be anything else.
Kane actually pauses and thinks on that for a moment, and then he looks away and starts walking. We should get to the others before anything shows up.
I'll keep my distance, but you have a fair point.
So, you all meet back up, and I take it you're gonna start trying to head back?
We needed to destroy this, the temple, basically, right? That was our goal. I was making sure.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah.
yeah, you basically did that by destroying the statue.
Got it.
So yeah, you meet back with the others. Lily is in Louisia's arms.
Yeah, Louisa, also Holy Lily, does spare Owen a brief glance, still looking disapproving as she goes, "I'm not sorry for the slap, but I do hope you will consider forgiving me for it."
Don't mention it. Oh wait, you're talking to
Oh,
me.
sorry, not Brent. I'm sorry. Yeah, did I say Brent? My mistake.
Yeah.
Owen. My bad.
I do it too, don't worry.
Owen just sort of thinks for a moment and rubs his cheek where she's laughter. It's like, you pack a punch for someone your age.
I've dealt with a lot of hard-headed people like yourself, dear. This wouldn't be my first time.
But just so you know, no, I don't hold grudges. Well, aside from the orcs and all that, but that's a completely different matter.
She just literally hums with the, still looking a little disapproving at the thought process, but He's learning that is just his nature as he grew up with. So she just shrugs a bit, holds Lily close. She goes, I will ask, though, that you please be considerate of our young one here. She has not seen as much combat or of this war as we have. So a little kindness to someone who is still innocent, please.
Lily?
It kind of shies away a bit at the sound of her name coming from Owen.
I am sorry I was as tactless as I was.
Louisa just softly pats her back with a small smile. She goes, at least he's trying, dear.
You know, I mean, as he stopped whatever the bad thing was, didn't even apologize for breaking the stupid thing, but I guess breaking the stupid thing wasn't bad. I don't know, this is too much stuff.
Hey Lily, you know how to make a bottle rocket?
What? What? It's
Like
a
a
bottle
firework.
rocket. Like a fire. You make fireworks?
I know how to.
He
Ah,
do it
yes.
now?
No, but I'll show you later.
Yes, making fireworks in the middle of a war zone is probably not the best idea.
Yes.
Lily is excited nonetheless.
I'll show you later. How about that?
Okay. I want to see a green one.
All right, I'll make it green specially. I'll even show you how to make it.
I can make fireworks.
That certainly cheered her up.
Louisa
Normally not
just
that
nods in agreement.
We should probably go check on our interrogator.
Louisa then frowns as she holds her close. She goes, we'll meet you back at the ship. You guys can go check on the fox.
Very well.
Right before you leave, Brad, Louisa does hold Lily with one arm and does slightly grab your sleeve for a second.
He stops.
She gives you a pretty serious look with a frown as she goes, be careful. I have my doubts.
He nods. He with a serious look in return. I will
Satisfied?
be careful.
Folks isn't too far away. They're mostly still looking through and under different rocks and things. They turn to you when you approach Brad.
Anything?
No, I think you must have killed it. It probably disintegrated like the statue up there.
You're still gonna have this whole planet get blown up just to be on the safe side, aren't you?
Folks tilts their head and goes, nah, probably not. I mean, we're still at war, so we should see where that goes before we exterminate us.
Brad just gives a shrug. He's like, okay. Well, I suppose our job here is done, so we should probably get back to the ship as soon as possible.
Alrighty. Lily, please stop what you're writing there.
Oh.
Just hold on a second. Because the moment you attempt to explain that, Fawkes and Brad arrive back and Fawkes is like, what's this? What's this about the black goop?
Lily immediately and quite very visibly jolts as if frightened and says nothing more.
Folks tilts ahead. What's wrong? You were talking about the black goop, right? Did you see something?
Lily kind of nestles closer into Louisa, visibly terrified of Fox.
Louisa kind of gets the hint as she holds Lily closer and then slightly frowns at Fox. She goes, "Lily has been shaken up by the encounter. All right, let her
Alright.
be.
Alright, I'm sorry, I was just curious.
We just killed 5 orcs. This is probably her first time seeing so many deaths at once. Be kind."
I'm sorry, didn't realize asking a question was so insulting.
Well, it's not that. She's just very overwhelmed at the moment.
I get that, but she seemed fine a moment ago. How was I to know?
We
Leave the room, dear, Louisa kind of says as she turns and starts to walk away.
But we're outdoors. And where are
Louisa
you
doesn't say
going?
anything as she just keeps walking with Lily.
Do you even know the way back?
Retrace steps.
Roll a history check.
Roll what?
To see if you can remember.
Oh man, a history check. Ugh.
Oh, there we go.
Lily remembers.
Okay, Lily does.
Like, how could I forget? I had PTSD to remember.
No.
Oh no!
Alright. But yeah, Fox follows the group and, you know, there's plenty of orcs and you guys still will need to go back through the bombs. But yeah, Fox is right with you guys and, you know, as you make it back to where the soldiers are, they're like, "Yep, you finish up your business?"
Yeah, we're done. Let's get out of
Okay.
here.
Well, you ready for the sprint?
Okay.
Let's go then.
Alright. So you all remember what to roll?
No.
A lot of dexterity check.
Yep. And this time you're going in towards the fire, so it's going to be a little harder.
Oh boy.
No.
Oh
I
boy!
I can't
Oh
wait to die.
no.
So, you all take off with the soldiers. Owen, you watch as one of the bombs goes right towards you. However, one of the guardsmen shoves you out of the way and takes the blast for you. And all that's left is their legs, as their top half of their body was completely destroyed.
Damn it.
You also take 8 points of damage.
Me? 8? Gotcha.
Madame Louisia, you take a rather strong glancing hit and also take 5 points of damage. And Kane, you managed to avoid most of the blast, but you do take 1 point of damage just from moving from like a stray bit of shrapnel. Just a very small glancing blow.
I get you.
Alright. Next roll, everyone. You're now in the very thick of it.
Ah, jeez. And of course, my rolls are getting worse.
Okay,
No.
okay. Brad, you take another glancing blow. 2 points of damage. Lily, you take 3 points. Louisa, you also take 3 points. And now, the final trek. The guardsmen are leading the advance and calling out so that and then attempt to get them to seize the bombardment so you can get past. And so they don't shoot you down because, you know, you do look like a charging army. And while they're doing...
Wow.
Pardon?
Just a charging army carrying, well, one is carrying a child.
Yeah, but you're also surrounded by orcs. So, one more deck save.
Yeah, as I expected.
Well,
Oh,
now I do a
no.
better one.
Alright. So, Brad, you take 2 points of damage. Owen, you take 1 point. And you briefly get shot at before they realize that the guardsmen are in fact guardsmen. And they start shooting around you to give you space to get through and back behind the lines. You successfully make it through and into safety.
Okay.
Vexen is completely fine, of course.
How?
Well, we all made it through. You want to head back to the ship? Sorry, I interrupted you.
And says, "Is the world a little more gray than it usually is?"
Really like debates about whether or not she should answer that, but just kind of begrudgingly goes, I don't think that's how it's supposed to work.
He pulls back his robes and see all the wounds and shrapnel he's taken. That's
Yeah.
not good.
So,
Alright.
Is upset with him, but she's also the healer. So she kind of just begrudgingly takes her like last bundle of herbs, walks up to Owen and just goes, "Here," and just starts smacking it on a little passive aggressively. She's a
Here.
little rougher than she normally would be, but she is treating.
It's not like she likes you or anything, but Barker.
Oh no.
I'm enacting this again because it was a level 1.
Alright, roll it.
Do it.
D8.
Do it.
Do it. Do it, Anakin.
Oh, plus casting modifier.
So yeah, that's a 9.
9. And then 9 plus 2.
So yeah, you guys are led by Forks, not back to the ship. In fact, you guys are instead led to one of the very rare buildings that are quite a ways away from the front lines. Like, this is like back in like where they've got the port, the spaceport, you know, docking station. That's what it's called. So yeah, there's a little building at the docking station, and Folks brings you in there and brings you into a room that has 6 beds. And Folks says, "Alright, so we'll sleep the night here and we'll head out first thing in the morning."
Gotcha.
Alright.
Sounds good.
And so Folks hops onto one of the beds because there were 6 beds.
Wow.
And is there anything you guys would like to do before we wrap this session up?
Okay. Is there a kitchen anywhere?
There is not.
Man.
Is there any explosive powder?
There is not.
Dang it.
Every so often looks like she wants to say something, but every time she attempts to, she kind of realizes that Fox is still there and just falls completely silent.
Mm.
She is very visibly, unlike when she first met him, keeping her distance from him.
Yeah. Louisa kind of notices this, obviously, and then looks over to Lily. She goes, leans down. She goes, Lily, dear, after you play with your bottle rockets with Kane, would you like to maybe freshen up with me in the bath?
Lily kind of like casts another kind of wary glance over her shoulder and then just softly nods. There's a small glimmer of hope in her eye, but she's also very kind of terrified.
Yeah.
All right.
Louisa kind of notices that she just gives a small little smile. She goes, good. This way we can have a nice chat about your, one, your awakened abilities, and two, just kind of relax together, which I'm pretty sure. And then she kind of gives like a death glare behind her to anybody who's watching, that no one would interrupt us, especially it'd be rude to walk in on ladies bathing, correct?
Oh yeah, that'll be awesome.
You weren't paying attention, were you?
Yeah.
No,
If I make this, then okay, yes, that's how it works. Yes, I'm good.
yeah, I believe Owen was busy because Fawkes had requisitioned the materials to make bottle rockets for him. You know, soda and
More so
Mentos.
she's saying it loudly, so not only can the others somewhat hear that, but also so Fox can hear it too.
I know. Fawkes is just not paying attention at the moment, is what I'm saying.
Owen is busy doing,
Fair.
or not Owen. Kane's busy doing Kane things.
Yes, sorry, Kane. You've gained the soda and Mentos to make bottle rockets.
Heck yeah.
Regardless, Louisa looks back to Lily, giving her a bit of like a silent, encouraging look, especially when she said they'd have privacy, so to speak. So she just is giving Lily that slightly like, we'll talk later look.
Lily smiles a bit at that and then runs off to go see what Kane is doing because bottle rockets.
Yep.
So, Kane, would you like to explain bottle rockets, or do you want me to just skip it? You know.
Nobody gets my bottle rockets. You see, Lily, I'm sure you had these before, or well, maybe a little bit. You know, these are like small bits of candy, right?
Lily like looks at the Mentos and then she's like slowly raises her head. She's like, well, I don't think I've had those ones before. I definitely haven't had that fizzy stuff.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna use all of it.
Oh, you
He said,
sweet summer
there's a lot of soda. There's like at least 7 or 8 2 liters around him, and he's gonna go into near like dirt and actually dig a hole and starts pouring every single one of his sodas into the hole immediately. And then he's gonna use some crushed Mentos and actually sprinkle it on there all at once.
Okay.
You guys ever seen that? Weird. Okay. And so that's the actual soda explodes outwards into like a small mini volcano and actually paints off the picture Kane was actually digging into.
The old baking soda volcano thing.
Yeah, exactly. Very basic.
Lily is just the kind of kid who would get interested with something that basic. Her eyes widen and she's just like, whoa! It exploded!
It did.
How
The
did
sugar
you
off
do
the
that?
The Mentos are actually made off a special compound. I'm not going to list the compound because I don't know what it is top of my head. Causes the soda. He's going to go into a long explanation of science now. I hope you're ready for this.
But yes,
Lily, having somewhat of a science background, actually understands half of what he's saying.
Yes, there we go. Beautiful. And that's how it works, basically.
Whoa.
But yes, you have your lovely, lovely little escapade with Uncle Kane, and then Louisa comes to pick you up for the bath. Because you're now drenched with soda, so.
Yes. Lily has, for a brief moment, thanks to Kane, completely forgotten about her fears of Fox, and she's just smiling goofily and she's all like covered in soda, and she starts trying to like eagerly explain to Louisa everything that Kane told her. Like, Lisa, okay, did you know if you take the soda, there's these chemicals in the candy. I haven't had the candy before, but you can buy these candies and there's like the chemicals, and when you put them together, it makes this giant explosion like a volcano.
Louisa is just content to just remain silent and give a few small encouraging words with a tiny little smile, actually looking affectionately to Lily, just letting her have her rant as they walk to go get cleaned.
So yeah, you head into the bath, then you have your bath. And you sit down to have the bath.
Oh, okay. Get talking about this now. All right then.
Yep.
I just yeah, know this is happening.
I just thought we could probably leave it for next one, but why not?
Cliffhanger.
So Louisa's kind of sitting in front of Lily, just like rubbing the towel on her head to dry off. As she just smiles and she says, "I'm glad you had your fun, dear. Are you feeling a little more better?"
I'm feeling so good. It expl. All right. This is supposed to be the sneaky time.
Lily kind of just like looks around a little anxiously, like kind of hoping that Fox isn't in there, and when she sees that he's not, she visibly calms down again.
Louisa wraps like the towel around her shoulders and she just gives her wet head a pat. She goes, "Well, I'm not entirely sure what you saw. You are free to tell me what has frightened you so much. I can tell you're scared."
I mean, Fox is. I thought he was just like this cute little fox, but stuff he's done has been really not nice and not great. And all of that kinda got worse. While I was running away, I caught it. So, like,
And Lily kind of struggles to get it out. She's kind of like darting around it a bit. And then she finally like simmers down. She's like, "So the bird, the bird thing that came out of the other thing, that was like black ooze. You saw that too, right?"
Louisa's eyes widen a bit and she goes, "I had thought we had probably destroyed it before it fell, but I had lost sight of it. You saw it."
I don't think we were the ones who destroyed it. And Lily kind of like looks around again. She's like, "I think I saw Fox eating it."
Louisa's eyes kind of widen a bit. As she frowns, she goes, "He ate the entity."
He was like, when I got there, I just saw him finishing off some black goo, and it looked like the same goo. And afterwards, he was really weird, and he came up to us, and I think he didn't want me to tell anyone about it.
Mm. Louisa looks thoughtful. She had a suspicion, and now I think Lily just kind of confirmed it a bit. And she tilts her head and then looks to Lily reassuringly and asks softly, "Do you believe Fox is a bad person now?"
I don't know. He's so weird. He's cute and fluffy, and he acts nice sometimes. He wanted me to pat his head, and that was nice. He kind of scares me a little now. Something about him just doesn't feel right.
She gives a small smile and she continues to just pat her head and she goes, "Looks can be deceiving, dear. Something that, unfortunately, you will have to learn pretty quickly, being where we are right now. Something can look kind, but can also have a very scary hidden power.
Mm, do you think
Regardless,
he's
sorry, go ahead.
do you think he's gonna hurt us? I mean, he's leading us around everywhere, and if he finds out I said something, maybe he'll try to do something. Maybe this was a mistake.
Lily, or Louisa immediately shakes her head no. She goes, "No, Lily, no, no, no. I'm glad you told me. I have already suspected there's something wrong with our Inquisitor lately.
Interrogator.
Not to say interrogator, sorry. Not to say that they are probably a bad person seeing what you did, but you feel relief for telling somebody, right?
Lily nods.
Then that's all that matters right now. I could tell you were distraught and afraid. So telling somebody when you have concerns can help a lot with those nerves."
Yeah, I get that. It feels better now.
Louisa nods again as she just kind of holds her hands tightly and she goes, "Not only that, but you're not alone anymore, dear. If ever you have any concerns again, whether it be about Fox or anything else, you can tell me or Brad."
Lily smiles a bit at that and gives Louisa a bit of a hug, and she just says, "Thanks. Thanks, Louisa."
Sorry.
She hugs her back, giving her a small fond look. And then she sighs and she goes, "Well, we psychers do need to stick together after all."
Oh yeah, the magic thingy with the imagination. I almost forgot about that.
So, while you guys are having that bath, Owen and Chad and also Kane, Fox asks you to come over to him briefly. Can you guys come over here? Yep, over here.
Alright.
So, I've been hearing some complaints about us hiring a child. Is that correct?
Yes.
Alright, well, I've got good news. Lily won't have to go into combat anymore. We're going to reassign her. Yay!
Reassign her to what?
You know, office work, a desk job, or something to do with the, medical services on the crew. She won't have to go out on these dangerous missions, and she can still help out the inquisitorial team. And that is
She'll be
where.
happy to hear that.
Pardon?
He says, well, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that.
Yeah, right? I've been thinking of how to best explain and approach the subject, but you know what? She seemed really afraid, so I decided I'd just wait and just get you guys to tell her for her. And yeah, we can surprise it with her when we get back to the ship. Yay!
I'll keep all that in mind, sir.
Alright, so I'll leave it to you guys to tell her then. I'm gonna go back to bed. Good night. Boop. And that is where we will end the session.
I hate that fox so much.
Innocent, cheerful, and nice fox.
And not at all a potential cosmic horror that we may have to deal with at a later point in time.
Definitely
I-
not. I would
I've-
never even think of that. Where did you say that?
But yeah, ain't that great, guys? Lily won't have to go into dangerous combat anymore. Yay!
I am bringing 2 chocolates. 2 of them are coming for the mom.
Hey!
Well, thank you all for tuning in, and thank you all for showing up. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Well,
Oh no.
Making a fox bag.
I think I need more.